Good morning. You're listening to Slices of Wenatchee. We're excited to bring you a closer look at one of our top stories and other important happenings every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. Today, more than 1,500 people gathered in Wenatchee this weekend for a high-energy rally that was part protest and part call to action. Before we continue, have you joined Neighbor yet? If not, download the app today and join local conversations about issues that matter. Neighbor is a site just for our local community focused on facts, not misinformation. Best of all, it's free for everyone. To learn more, visit wenatcheeworld.com/NABUR. Now, let's jump in. On Saturday afternoon in Wenatchee's Memorial Park, more than 1,500 people gathered for the National No Kings Rally, a protest movement opposing what many attendees view as authoritarian tendencies in the Trump administration. Part of a nationwide effort, the Wenatchee event was one of dozens held in both large and small cities across the country. The mood was loud, but peaceful, with clanging cowbells, honking car horns, and signs that read, quote, "When cruelty becomes normal, compassion looks radical," and, quote, "We love America, we just hate kings." Organizers say the rally was about defending democratic principles and amplifying public voice at a time when government transparency feels increasingly fragile. With the federal government in the midst of a shutdown, the timing added an extra layer of urgency. Local organizer Karen Kellerman said the event was an expression of people exercising their First Amendment rights, not just to speak out, but to reconnect. She said there are about 1,000 people here with costumes and thoughtful signs. This has a huge purpose in connecting people and giving hope. There are many ways we can work together to make a better future. The No Kings movement first organized nationally back in June on Flag Day, coinciding with the U.S. Army's 250th birthday and Donald Trump's 79th. According to the group's online organizing page, the name No Kings is a direct response to what they see as an overreach of executive power, drawing comparisons to monarchical rule. One rally message stated plainly, "The president thinks his rule is absolute." But Saturday's event in Wenatchee also showcased the diversity of concerns driving people to get involved. Signs and speeches ranged from immigrant rights to environmental protection, public education, and the importance of checks and balances in government. Rachel Pashowski, with Wenatchee for Immigrant Justice, was there to rally support for immigrant communities in North Central Washington. She encouraged attendees to check out Channel Z, a local hub for grassroots activism and civic organizing in Chelan and Douglas counties. She said it's going to require all of us to work together to challenge the consolidation of power, warning about the erosion of due process rights and calling for continued civic vigilance. The crowd wasn't just filled with longtime activists. Many were regular community members drawn to the energy and shared values. Lori Malmquist, who drove in from Peshaston, said she's been attending these rallies since the very first one and finds them empowering. She said, "One of the most beautiful things about our country to me is the diversity. We're all immigrants." As the afternoon wore on, the mood remained peaceful but energized, with a sense of community and shared purpose filling the park. Organizers said that this was only one part of a larger movement, a reminder, they said, that democracy isn't a spectator sport. For more, head over to wenatcheeworld.com. Are you passionate about the issues shaping North Central Washington? Then you won't want to miss the Wenatchee World Forum at Pybus. This monthly event brings together newsmakers and the community to dive into the topics that matter most. It's your chance to engage, ask questions, and be part of the conversation shaping our region's future. Have questions or need more info? Visit wenatcheeworld.com/forum. Now, a few other stories you should know about. The Wenatchee Valley Senior Activity Center will soon be known as the Foothills Community Center. The name change, announced by the Board of Directors, is set to roll out in January following the holiday fundraising season. Board Chairman Jim Tarbert said programs and activities will remain unchanged, but the new identity reflects a broader vision for serving a more diverse and growing membership. A mural painted 2 decades ago across the Social Hall's northwest wall, showcasing the Wenatchee Valley's 4 seasons, was one inspiration for the new name. Executive Director Lisa Blair thanked staff, members, and the public for helping guide the center into its next chapter. 2 first-time candidates, Nikki Darling and Paul Harrison are vying for a spot on the East Wenatchee City Council, filling one of the seats left vacant after a string of resignations. Darling, a business owner and advocate for transparency and inclusion, emphasized budget oversight and public input as top priorities. Harrison, who works in educational services, focused on smart growth, revitalizing retail spaces, and using the city's utility tax to ease budget pressures. On hot-button issues like banner displays, Darling voiced strong support for diversity and equity messages, while Harrison leaned toward removing banners altogether to avoid divisiveness. Greg Neff is hoping to continue his work on the Manson School Board as he seeks a third term in the at-large Position 5 seat. Neff said early learning and student achievement were key priorities, highlighting Manson's new 4-day school week as a strategic move to improve consistency and focus. He also pointed to strong graduation and attendance rates, saying the district is already exceeding state averages. As for transparency and community input, Neff praised the district's recently adopted strategic plan, developed through inclusive community engagement. The Apple Blossom Festival's 30th annual fundraising auction brought glitz, glamour, and generosity to the Wenatchee Convention Center Saturday night. Roughly 300 guests turned out in jazz suits and flapper dresses for the speakeasy-themed event, where it was announced that Deanna Bollinger would receive the 2026 Lehman Johnson Award, the festival's highest honor for volunteerism. The live auction alone raised over $30,000, all in support of keeping the festival strong for another year. Thanks for listening. For more information on all the stories you heard today, visit us at WenatcheeWorld.com. The Wenatchee World has been engaging, informing, and inspiring North Central Washington communities since 1905. We encourage you to subscribe today to keep your heart and mind connected to what matters most in North Central Washington. Thanks for starting your morning with us, and don't forget to subscribe to Slices of Wenatchee wherever you listen to podcasts.